Ontario, Tony Dekker.
Thank you very much.
Getting back to town isn't easy as it seems when you've been up all night with bad dreams. I dreamt that I was falling backwards into the air, flying alone. Wasn't malice, wasn't fair. The smell of gasoline from the handle and the cap, and I'm on my way back, on my way back, on my way back. Maybe I'll just keep driving when I get there. Go up north, be an exile in the oaks, exile in the firs, exile in the birch, and stay until the winter won't let me go. Her good arms around me, her cold arms around me. It's not as easy as it seems to drive away your dreams, but I'm on my way back, on my way back. The smell of gasoline from the handle and the cap, not as easy as it seems to drive away your dreams, but I'm on my way back, on my way back. The smell of gasoline from the handle and the cap, not as easy as it seems to drive away your dreams.
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you again to Leaf for playing, Leaf Olbeck for opening up tonight. On this tour, I've sort of been bringing my own opening act. It's this old cylinder player here that I found in a flea market, and found some cylinders to go with it, and was very pleased to do so. I was just in Regina earlier this week, and I saw a couple on a shelf in an antique store, and I was like, oh, no way, I can add a couple more to my collection of 6. And she's like, oh, we got a whole box of them under here. And I was kind of like, how much for the box? And so I got a whole new, I haven't really heard that last one to the end yet, so I'm glad that it works. Anyway, thank you again for coming tonight. My name's Tony.
bay, living halfway, while the rest slept in buckets and benches in the back. I almost flew into you on the highway. We called close on the marble-lit Milky Way. I was dreaming of you, way beyond any names. Everything frozen and slow, somewhere near Thunder Bay. No blood escaped when the spell broke, and nothing was turned into anything else. Not any of the versions of yourself or myself, pushed to the painted line and back again. I was dreaming of you, way beyond any names. Everything frozen and slow, somewhere near Thunder Bay. Lived in your skin and its tame light. No names but warm heat to your warm heat. I took a branch from you and you leafed through me, giving that good new life one more go around. I was dreaming of you, way beyond any names. Everything frozen and slow, somewhere near Thunder Bay. I was dreaming of you, way beyond any names. Everything frozen and slow, somewhere near Thunder Bay.
Thanks so much. I don't know if this has ever happened to anyone, but I was driving through Northern Ontario on a tour with my band, and while I was driving, it was really late at night. Everyone was asleep in the back, and at some point, an entire herd of deer came out onto the highway. And I was driving. I saw them from a distance and was able to stop just in time, not to hit any of them. But I literally came close enough to. I mean, they were basically deer in the headlights. You know, like the classic example, kind of like how I feel right now. And I'm gonna try to get over it though. And I could see the sort of the air and the mist coming out of their nostrils into my headlights is how close I came to hitting them. And I had this moment where I felt like I almost like I felt like I was them at that moment for some reason. It was like my response is how I felt. And that last song that I played was the closest I've sort of been able to come to sort of approximate that feeling in a song. And I probably should have said that before I played the song. But there you go. It was called Somewhere Near Thunder Bay. This next one is sort of about my ongoing existential crisis, and it's called Final Song.
My race on this earth is run when I take one final trip, when I fly into the horizon, when my body has lost its grip. Won't you think of me in a good light? Won't you think of me with a smile? Won't you think of me by the water? Won't you think of me once in a while? When the spell is finally broken and the magic has long gone, when I drift into the other side, when I've sung my final song, won't you think of me in a good light? Won't you think of me with a smile? Won't you think of me by the water? Won't you think of me once in a while? My head rejects my body, my mouth spits only dregs, my fingers aren't doing any good no more. My arms don't know my legs. Won't you think of me in a good light? Won't you think of me with a smile? Won't you think of me by the water? Won't you think of me once in a while?
Thanks so much. I have an album that's coming out tomorrow. It's a solo record under my own name. I also play with a band called Great Lake Swimmers. And what I'd like to do tonight is play a bunch of songs, a bunch of the new songs that I have on my new album, and also some older Great Lake Swimmer songs. It only gets sadder and darker from here. So here we go. This next one that I want to play is a song that is an old Great Lake Swimmer song from, I think it's from Bodies and Minds, and it's a song about being out in the woods very, very late at night and feeling like something is watching you. And it's called I Saw You in the Wild.
I saw you in the wild. I saw you in the wild. I saw you in the wild. I knew you in the wild. You were nervous, you were furious. You were very sure-footed, with dreams and intentions, full of wonder and amazement, with a fire in your eyes. You were in your disguise. You were haunted, you were hollow. You could not see tomorrow. In the wild, I saw you in the wild. I saw you in the wild. I knew you in the wild. In the books and the trees, you were spreading your unease, and the hats all went off to you. They were trying to show respect for you, and it was riddled with worry. We were all in a hurry. It was crystallized in lesser things. There was a fear in it and all it brings. In the wild, I saw you in the wild. I saw you in the wild. I knew you in the wild. And holding on to your high ideals and living incongruously, you were there among the leaves, and your needs were directing you, and the wilderness it spoke through you, though it threatened to choke you. You were always aware. You could sense that I was there in the wild. I saw you in the wild. I saw you in the wild. I knew you in the wild. I could tell by your look you came from the book, and I read many times all your glorious lines. In the branches with the sages, I turned all your pages. We were two sets of eyes with two fires burning behind. In the wild, I saw you in the wild. I saw you in the wild. I knew you in the wild.
I'd like to play a couple older tunes from the first Great Lake Swimmers album. When I first started taking songwriting sort of halfway seriously, this was one of the first songs I wrote around that time, and it's the first song from the first Great Lake Swimmers album. It's called Moving Picture Silent Films.
When this is over, oh, when the ice has melted away and the hunger returns, I will be the same but older, and maybe twice the bear that I thought I was. you been? And what have you done? I've been under the ground, eating prayers from this old book I found. Under the ground, saving it up and spending it all on moving pictures, silent films, moving pictures, silent films. Or is this the dream I've been saving? Oh, where the heart beats slower and slower to almost nothing, almost nothing, almost nothing. I took it for love, or at least something beautiful. Out there in the spotlight, but turned around and suddenly turned around and squinting and saw that it was headlights. And then the truth was unbearable. Oh, and imminent, bearing down on these two shadow animals, caught painting a dotted line, caught painting a dotted line, caught painting a dotted line. And where have you been? And what have you done? I've been under the ground, eating prayers from this old book I found. Under the ground, saving it up and spending it all on moving pictures, silent films, moving pictures, silent films.
Thanks so much.
If I could crawl into a shell, then I wouldn't mind the weight. Things are heavy enough already. And I hate to think that the best that I can do is not care at all. And I hate to think that don't care at all. Take a step forward step backwards, don't be afraid. So go on and so look back, stuck inside a heavy shell. Try to walk and not be pushed. And the men with no skin, they would not let him in, would not let him sign up. 'Cause nobody wants to see a beating heart or lung or brain. Used to get so wrapped up, used to get so caught up. Now I find myself feeling disillusioned and emotionless, like it's been betrayed. This world let me down in a big way. Now I feel like a dummy, picking at fleas, picking at fleas. And the man with no skin would not let him in, would not let him sign up. 'Cause nobody wants to see a beating heart or lung or brain. It's hard to walk, broken legs. It gets hard to breathe without lungs. It's hard to love the world without a heart. What else should I cut out? Where do I start? And the man with no skin, they would not let him in, would not let him sign up. 'Cause nobody wants to see a beating heart or a lung or a brain. It's time to grow a second skin to keep the insides in. 'Cause this one is obviously not thick enough. It's time to grow a second skin to keep the insides in. Or maybe get some armor and a mask. Or maybe get some armor and a mask. Or maybe get some armor and a mask.
Thank you. That's been a long time since I've played that one. That's for me. That's a pretty a deep cut, as it were. And but I like playing some of the old songs that I don't get a chance to play too much with my band these days. Even though that first record, when it came out, was you know, technically and not technically a band, because it was just basically me and a guitar, and it kind of turned into a band over the years. But it's been a while since I played that one. Sorry for the bummer. I want us to give a shout out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play along here tonight, and first and foremost, I want to give out a shout out to the fans in Latin America, specifically Argentina. Carmen, if you're out there, if you're listening, this one goes out to you. Thanks, folks, for tuning in. Yeah, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, amazing. Thank you for listening tonight. This is another brand new song. It's called Talking in Your Sleep.
Talking in your sleep again last night. Wayward waves from your tired mouth. I heard you dreaming out loud again last night. A sparrow stealing and maneuvering, only ever moving through that doorway, unannounced like before, but with wilder dogs, fumbling with long-distance shortwave radios. An empty cup with a bear in tow, a sign of the cross, a hunter's bow. And I'm the sharp feathered arrow. You pull me close and then let go. And all of those organs play out one by one, LDs, but we slight whispers in the giant bellows sighing. I'm only alone. Some nights are better than others though, and some nights you never know. You really got me with that one though. Your sleepy hinges swinging cat's paw. An empty cup with a bear in tow, the sign of the cross, a hunter's bow. And I'm the sharp feathered arrow. You pull me close and then let go.
Thanks. Functionally named. I'm into function with song titles. That one was kind of about talking in your sleep. You know, it's called Talking in Your Sleep. We get to travel all over Canada and the States, and with my band. It's a really nice thing to play a room like this, because I feel that sometimes the lyrics don't shine through when I have the band behind me, because they're there to kind of mess things up and wreck the songs, and it's nice to play them in like a bare bones kind of scenario, and really focus on the words. But traveling around with them, we met some guys from Massachusetts in this band called Human Sexual Response, and it turns out they were really big fans. A couple of the guys were really big fans of our band, and one of them did a cover of one of our songs, and ended up hanging out with them a bit, and really had a great time. And they said, well, you should hear, like, we were in this band in the 80s, you should check it out. And they played some stuff, and I was like, wow, that's so cool, I'm totally going to cover that song. And ended up recording a version of it on this new solo record that's coming out. It's called Land of the Glass Pine Cones, and I'd like to play it for you now.
Land of the glass pine cones, they only grow for the full moon. Farmers never gather them, magic cones are heaven sent. Land of the glass pine cones, the seeds are made of rhinestones. Squirrels never scatter them, they know what rhinestone seeds portend. Land of the glass pine cones, they smash in the grass when the wind blows. Splinters fly throughout the land, pierce the eye of every man. Land of the glass pine cones, the eye now sees what the tree knows. The splinters burn, but then we learn the way we spin we have to bend. It's all a part of nature's plan, all a part of nature's plan. Land of the glass pine cones, land of the glass pine cones. Glass pine cones, they only grow for the full moon. Farmers never gather them, magic cones are heaven sent. Land of the glass pine cones, the seeds are made of rhinestones. Squirrels never gather them, know what rhinestone seeds portend. Land of the glass pine cones, they smash in the grass when the wind blows. Splinters fly throughout the land, pierce the eye of every man. Land of the glass pine cones, the eye now sees what the tree knows. The splinters burn, but then we learn the way we spin we have to bend. It's all a part of nature's plan, all a part of nature's plan. Land of the glass pine cones, land of the glass pine cones.
Thank you very much.
What sort of wisdom and what kind of thought must there have been to drive you here? Was it uplifting or was it deformed? Faulting and rifting, you folded. What does it feel like to fall in slow motion despite it all? There's no time to think it through when we're connected over the blue. Everything is moving so fast, and I am unlimited. Everything is moving so fast, I am unlimited. What sort of wisdom and what kind of thought must there have been to scatter you so far and random? Your heavenly bodies still see the faint light in your eyes. What does it feel like to fall in slow motion despite it all? There's no time to think it through when we're connected over the blue. Everything is moving so fast, and I am unlimited. Everything is moving so fast, and I am unlimited.
Thanks so much. I saw a question come up earlier. I mean, I'll try to I'm going to do this if you guys are up for it. Then what was the difference between recording an album with the band and recording solo? Basically, I played all the instruments myself on my solo record, and so I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit in that the band has become kind of a thing, and guys that and a gal that I play with, and I wanted to sort of bring it down even more pared down, if you can imagine it from the Great Lakes Swimmer stuff. So I made a point of playing all the instruments by myself and wanted to do something like that and present the songs in kind of a different way. So it was the writing process was exactly the same as I always do, but it became really obvious when I started demoing the new songs that they didn't really need much more than guitar and a vocal. So I wanted to just leave them as they were. I hope that answers your question. I think it's past now. Yeah. Really nice to be here tonight, you guys. Thank you for being such a nice listening audience tonight. I was racking my brain earlier. I've been touring around the country for the better part of a decade now, and never had the opportunity to play in Kelowna. So thank you very much to the Streaming Cafe for being here and doing what they do and having me tonight. Thank you.
Looking in churches and looking in bars, I thought that I saw you in the oncoming cars. It was your reflection cast up by the light and into the sky of this dark city night. And I looked for you up in the tallest of trees, swayed back and forth in the mid-autumn breeze. When the leaves reddened and left too, I knew then that it wasn't you. Where in the world are you now? Where in the world are you now? Oh, where in the world are you? Oh, where in the world are you? Where in the world are you now? And I looked for you then in music and song, 'cause I thought I could find you there. But they were only notes pulled from the air, not the kind I could read or breathe if I dared. Where in the world are you now? Where in the world are you now? Oh, where in the world are you? Oh, where in the world are you? Where in the world are you now?
Thanks. Okay, so what in memory is your worst gig ever? Well, it's funny you should ask. I did a gig once in I believe it was somewhere in Ohio. We'll let the city remain nameless, but Ohio was the state. Was the state of mind, and I had a gig once there. We had a gig with the band, and we're mainly an acoustic band, guitars and banjos and stuff like that. And we were opening, actually. It wasn't our show, but we were opening for some local guys that were sort of local favorites, but they were a really loud rock band. The sound guy, I think when we came up with our acoustic instruments, I don't think he really knew quite what to do with us. And the entire set, we had feedback basically running through all the songs, trying to get the levels up loud enough to kind of compete with the rock band. We didn't get to sound check either, which was another probably reason for that. But so we got up and played, and feedback running through the entire set, and just rocker dudes, like really jocular kind of rocker dudes up at the front of the stage with, their chest puffed out, with really confused looks on their faces at first, and then and it was and this is completely depressing actually, but this was the first and only time that we got totally booed. It was awful. It was awful. It hasn't happened since. Thankfully, like, people who come to our shows sort of know what they're up for, what they're in for now. So, but worst gig ever, MC Becky. There you go. There you have it. I find your music so illuminating and uplifting, and not at all dark and depressing. Am I crazy? You might be a little crazy, but who am I? This next song, I should probably set it up a little bit. The last couple nights I've been sort of telling a story about this next song. It's a song. The character in the song is a guy. It's about a guy in a boat who gets trapped in this terrible storm, and during the storm, he fears that he's going to lose his life, and in the middle of it, has this vision, and the vision is that he feels like he is not all that much different than the turbulent waters that surround him. And also finds that and feels that he's connected to all of the living world around him. And eventually the storm subsides and he's able to make his way back to shore. And the resolve of the song is that he becomes a more enlightened and stronger person. And it's the last song from the most recent Great Licks Swimmers album. It's called On the Water.
I was on the water when it began to heave and amplify. My oars were strong, but I would not have imagined that they'd stop making patterns as caps of white raised and broke. I fastened to the boat. The panic overtook me, and the fear I held within. I drew a breath, and I tried to find the courage to stand the troubled trip. What have I gotten myself into? I silently wondered other things that I hold dear in this world.
Thank you guys so much. I like this interactive kind of thing in a way. What inspired you to start writing music? Okay, well, since I got you all in the room here, if you want to know, if you guys want to know, I feel like kind of torn here. But I got an undergrad in literature, and moved to the big city with the intention of becoming a writer of some sort, maybe short fiction, or I think the words that I used at the time was I wanted to find some rat hole in Toronto and write bad poetry. But instead, or in tandem, I got a job at a film company and decided to put some of the stuff that I was writing to words, or some of the words to music, and started playing around Toronto and then outside of the city, and then elsewhere, and it just kind of grew from there. I'm not sure if that answers the question, but there's another little piece of my heart for you. This next one is another new song. It's called "Hearing Voices."
Out in the winter, when nature doesn't care, staying up late enough when the birds start to sing. I can feel their spirit, I can feel how they move. They'll tell you their secrets if you tell them yours too. They'll tell you all their secrets if you tell them yours too. And they'll fly through heaven when their bodies are through. You tell me all your secrets and I tell you mine too. And we'll fly through heaven when our bodies are through. Almost morning, the night had promise, but now it comes calling. Can't see the mirror, and it's more like a window. Before we're shaking, I'm dreaming enough for two. Send me your wings now, it's almost morning. The night had promised, but now it comes calling. Send me your wings now, it's almost morning. The night had promised, but now it comes calling. Sometimes I wonder if I hear the right voices, catch the right signals, and make the right choices, and work to be something you can see through the sky, or a promise from your point of view. Now it's up to love to prove me right now. Warm the winter morning and move in me somehow. Now it's up to love to prove me right now. Warm the winter morning and move in me somehow.
Thank you very much.
comes out of the side. Wind resists, open palms, closed fists, and we're sailing like a river bird. Sails, antennas, wings and keels, a muted smile, a muted sunrise, the only lick of life in a broken sky, the only thing left that you could let through, and it blew through you, and it shone through you. Like fresh graffiti, maybe that bit of insanity that ran those legs to extraordinary fields, growing away, the only weapon left. Under a magician's sky, this is how I think of you. Now, inhaling and locked in time. This is how I think of you. A broken oar on the rocks overnight, under a magician's sky. This is how I think of you. This is how I think of you. Tell me all about it sometime. Tell me about it sometime. Tell me all about it sometime. Tell me about it sometime.
Thanks so much. I only have a couple more songs for you tonight. Really appreciate you coming in and spending your Monday night with us here at the Streaming Cafe. My manager ordered way too many T-shirts on the Lost Channels tour back in 2009. And he sent me on the road with a couple big boxes of them, and he told me not to bring them back. So while I'd love to take full responsibility for it, actually I'm going to take I have been taking accountability for and responsibility for ordering way too many T-shirts. And if you feel like grabbing one, we have lots in every size. They're really nice T-shirts, actually. American Apparel, whatever. They're nice. Anyway, I also have copies of the new solo record that I have coming out. It's not out till tomorrow, but we have some copies. Tomorrow's the sort of the big day, and a bunch of Great Lake Swimmers records too. This one's going to sound really different without the band, but I'd like to give it a try, and it's made especially poignant to me by having just crossed the Rocky Mountains. And it's called Your Rocky Spine.
I was lost in the lakes and the shapes that your body makes, that your body makes, that your body makes, that your body makes. And the mountains said I could find you here. They whispered the snow and the leaves in my ear. I traced my finger along your trails. Your body was the map, I was lost in it, floating over your rocky spine. The glaciers made you and now you're mine, floating over your rocky spine. The glaciers made you and now you're mine. I was moving across your frozen veneer. The sky was dark, but you were clear. Could you feel my footsteps? And would you shatter, would you shatter, would you? Your soft fingers between my claws, like purity against resolve. I could tell then and there we were formed from clay and came from the rocks for the earth to display. They told me to be careful up there where the wind blows a venomous rage through your hair. They told me to be careful up there where the wind rages through your hair.
Thanks so much. I'd like to end tonight. I'd like to end tonight with playing a cover tune, and it's a version, another version of a song that I did for my solo record, and it's a Lightfoot tune. Sing along if you know the words.
Picking up the pieces of my sweet shattered dream, wonder how the old folks are tonight. Her name was Anne, and now I'll be damned if I recall her face. She left me not knowing what to do. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you've seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. turning back the pages to the times I love best. I wonder if she'll ever do the same. Now the thing that I call living is just being satisfied with knowing I got no one left to blame. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Let me slip away on you. Searching through the fragments of my dream shattered sleep, I wonder if the years have closed her mind. I guess it must be wanderlust, or trying to get free from the good old faithful feeling we once knew. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, got to see you, my old flame. Carefree highway, you seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you.
Thanks so much. We've probably got time for one or two more if you guys want to hear. Are we good or? Yeah? I got the thumbs up. Okay. Cheers. Was there anything that anyone wanted to hear? All right. I'll play this song that we recorded in a subway station, TTC subway station. It's The Great Exhale.
Look at the names carved into the rocks. Look at the days when they were lit up. Brushing my hand and I feel you stop spinning, sighs when you sigh, when you sigh. I'm coming home, so leave the light on for me. I'm drawing over the luminous veil, and when I get in, I will see you all there. I'm drawing on the great exhale. Certain ground, so I walk lightly, translating names of lost families. Somebody's sleeping and you should not wake, drifting whispers over damp clay. Stop spinning when you stop spinning, and sighs when you sigh, when you sigh. I'm coming home, so leave the light on for me. I'm drawing over the luminous veil. See you all there. I'm drawing on the great exhale. Wide open spaces, been asleep a long time, punctuated coming out like old teeth. I'm coming home, so leave the light on for me. I'm drawing over the luminous veil. When I get in, I will see you all there. I'm drawing on the great exhale. I'm soaring in on the great exhale.
Thank you. The couple directly in front of you got married August 3rd, and their first dance was "There Is a Light." If you play one more, I would love to play that. Who's the happy couple here? Congratulations, you guys. Amazing. Cool. Give a little wave. Cool. I'm happy to play for you.